Okay, imagine this. You're really focused, deep in work, maybe hitting that crucial deadline from home. Or, it's finally family movie night, everyone's settled.
Yeah, popcorn's ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's something even more critical, like essential medical equipment running quietly. Then, boom, lights out, screen goes black.
That silence, it's unnerving.
It really is. And that sudden power loss, it's more than just annoying, right? For lots of people, say in Bangladesh with load shedding, it's a real constant challenge.
Or major disruption to daily life.
Well, what if that feeling just wasn't part of the equation anymore? What if you had a reliable fix for those outages?
An immediate answer.
Precisely. So today, we're doing a deep dive into portable power stations. These devices, they're quickly shifting from being like a luxury item to an absolute necessity for, well, uninterrupted living. And our mission here is for you, our listener. We want to cut through all the tech talk and just get clear on two really impressive options from EcoFlow: the Delta 2 Max and the Delta 3 Plus.
Two strong contenders.
Yeah. The goal is, by the end of this, you'll know which one really fits your specific situation, putting you back in control of your power.
In that control, it's a big deal. What we're looking at today, these aren't just small steps forward. These are solutions that really change how you deal with power.
How so?
Well, EcoFlow's whole approach, it seems to be merging that, cutting-edge battery tech with performance that actually works in the real world. It transforms how you handle interruptions.
Okay.
It's really about building reliability, giving you genuine peace of mind so you can just live and work without that constant background worry.
That's a fantastic point. So let's start right there. Why should you, the listener, even consider getting a portable power station?
Well,
what are the benefits beyond just, keeping the lights on?
Well, the sources we looked at, they make it really clear the uses are super diverse.
Yeah.
And the benefits, undeniable.
Okay.
Think about just uninterrupted living. During those power cuts, instead of scrambling for flashlights or candles.
Right, fumbling in the dark.
Exactly. Your lights stay on, maybe a fan keeps running, your essential devices stay charged. If you're in Dhaka dealing with load shedding, that's not just nice to have, it's genuine continuity.
And for anyone working remotely or hybrid, it's huge for productivity, right?
Oh, absolutely. Total game changer. Your laptop, your Wi-Fi router, they stay powered. You keep that connection. You meet your deadlines. The grid doing its thing doesn't stop you.
Okay, so work is covered. What else?
Then there's the freedom for getting outdoors. These things can easily power a mini fridge in an RV, or maybe a projector for movie night when you're camping.
Oh, nice.
Or just keeping phones charged on a picnic. And then, critically, emergency preparedness.
Yeah, that seems vital.
Definitely. Natural disasters, any situation where the grid is down, having your own reliable power source, it's crucial for safety, for communication. It's not just helpful, it's vital.
Makes sense. What about the cost and environmental angle? I know that's on a lot of listeners' minds.
That's actually another strong point, especially long-term. You can hook these up to solar panels to recharge.
Right, using solar.
So you're less reliant on the grid, you could potentially lower your electricity bills, and you're reducing your carbon footprint. It's a win-win-win. And the source material, it really highlights this real-world impact. It talks about everything from load shedding in big cities like Dhaka to powering homes in remote villages where grid power is, well, unreliable at best.
So for them, it's more than convenience.
Oh, much more. It's access. Access to education, communication, even basic comfort. It really shifts the whole why it matters perspective for so many people.
That's incredibly impactful. Okay, so knowing there's this widespread need, let's get into the tech. Let's look at these EcoFlow units. We're focusing on the Delta 2 Max and the Delta 3 Plus. What's the core strength they both have?
Okay, so the key innovation, the foundation for both, is their battery technology. They use cutting-edge LiFePO4 batteries. That's LFP.
LFP. Okay, I've heard that term. Why is it important?
Right, so you hear lots of battery terms, but what makes LFP stand out is, simply put, incredible lifespan and much better safety compared to older types, like lithium-ion.
Okay, longevity and safety, but what does that actually mean for me? If I buy one, how does it translate practically?
Think of it this way. A lot of cheaper power stations, they use older batteries that start to degrade pretty quickly, maybe after just a few hundred charge cycles.
Okay.
But with LFP, these EcoFlow units, they're built for thousands of cycles. We're talking about something designed to last for years and years.
Thousands.
Yeah, like 3,000, even 4,000 cycles before the capacity significantly drops. It makes it a genuine long-term investment. It's not just a spec. It's like the promise of maybe a decade of reliable power.
Wow, a decade. That's serious longevity. Okay. Strong foundation, understood. Let's dive into the first one, the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. We're calling this the heavyweight champion for home backup. Seems built for serious power needs.
That's exactly right. It's a powerhouse.
So what's the first thing I'd notice? The power output, I imagine.
Absolutely. Straight out of the box, you get a massive 2,400 watts of continuous AC power, which is already a lot.
2400 W, yeah, that runs quite a bit.
It does. But here's where EcoFlow gets clever. They have this tech called X-Boost.
X-Boost. What's that do?
It lets the unit handle power surges from demanding appliances. It bumps the potential output up to 3,400 watts.
3,400. How?
It smartly adjusts the voltage and current just enough to handle that initial startup draw that things like fridges, microwaves, or even power tools need without actually damaging the appliance or the unit.
Okay, so that means you don't have to pick and choose which big appliance gets power during an outage.
Precisely. This unit can handle, they say, 99% of typical household appliances. You're not stuck deciding, okay, do I keep the fridge cold or can I heat up dinner in the microwave?
Right, you can do both.
You can do both. It keeps your home running smoothly. It really takes the worry out of the equation. And that ability, it's genuinely better than a lot of other so-called portable generators that just can't deliver that kind of wattage.
Okay, so the power is there, but how long does it last? Capacity is obviously key.
Very key. It comes standard with a big 2048 watt-hour LFP battery. That's substantial.
2048 watts, okay.
But here's the really neat part. It's expandable. You can add extra batteries, EcoFlow calls them smart extra batteries, and scale it all the way up to 6 kilowatt hours.
6 kilowatt hours, that's huge.
It is. It means you can really tailor the system. If you live somewhere with really long outages, you can build out the capacity you need. It future-proofs your investment, too.
Right, adapts as your needs change.
Yeah.
Okay, power's out, you need juice fast. How quickly does this thing recharge?
Blazing fast. That's another huge selling point for EcoFlow. If you combine AC wall power with solar input, it can take up to 1,000 watts of solar, by the way.
Wow.
You can get an 80% charge in just 43 minutes.
Under an hour for that big battery.
Yep. Or even just using AC power alone, you're looking at 80% charge in about 1.1 hours. Super speedy.
That's critical if the grid power only comes back briefly.
Exactly. You maximize those charging windows. Less waiting, more being ready.
And if it's running at home, especially overnight, how loud is it? Don't want a generator roaring in the house.
We'll barely hear it. It starts at just 30 decibels. That's quieter than like a refrigerator humming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's designed for home use. It won't disrupt things. Fits that uninterrupted living idea, quiet comfort.
And durability. You mentioned the LFP cycles earlier.
Right. For the Delta 2 Max, that LFP battery is rated for 3,000 full charge to discharge cycles down to 80% capacity.
3,000.
Which, like we said, translates to roughly 10 years if you used it and charged it every single day. It's built to last. Real long-term value.
Okay, so summing up the Delta 2 Max, who is this really for?
This is your go-to for serious home backup. Homeowners, maybe small businesses, anyone who needs to run multiple heavy-duty appliances at once or wants that expandable capacity for potentially long outages. Portability isn't the top priority here. Rock-solid, high-capacity power is.
Got it. The heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the fortress, let's look at its sibling, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. We're calling this one the agile and feature-rich companion. Sounds like a blend of power and maybe more portability.
Exactly. It balances things differently. Still very capable, but more nimble and packed with some pretty neat smart features.
Okay, so how much muscle does it have? What's the power output?
It delivers a solid 1,800 watts of continuous AC power. And again, with X-Boost, that bumps up to 2,200 watts.
1,800 W, boosting to 2,200 W. Still quite capable then.
Oh, yeah. It can power up to 13 devices at the same time. Plenty versatile for most camping trips, tailgating, RVs, or just handling essential appliances at home if you need to move the power source around.
Finds that sweet spot between power and size.
I think so, yeah. A great balance.
And the battery capacity on this one.
It's got a 1024 watt-hour LFP battery, so half the base capacity of the 2 Max, but still a very useful amount.
124 W ash.
It's sort of perfectly sized for those longer camping trips, RV life, or backing up the crucial stuff at home, your fridge, your router, maybe some lights. Enough juice without being too heavy.
Speaking of heavy, portability.
That's a big difference. The Delta 3 Plus weighs about 27 pounds, significantly lighter than the Delta 2 Max.
47 pounds. Okay, much more manageable to carry around.
Definitely. It makes it genuinely portable for adventures or just moving it where you need it in the house.
Now, charging speed. The Delta 2 Max was fast. Does the 3 Plus keep pace?
It actually beats it on AC charging. The Delta 3 Plus can hit 80% charge in a mind-blowing 40 minutes just from a wall outlet.
40 minutes. Seriously.
Seriously, it's incredibly fast. And like the Max, it has multiple charging options, solar, car alternator too. That rapid AC charge is amazing if you only have a short window to plug in.
Wow. Okay, beyond the power specs, you mentioned smart features. What does that involve?
This is where the Delta 3 Plus really shines, I think. It integrates tightly with the EcoFlow app.
Okay, app control, what can it do?
Well, you get things like 12-hour storm alerts pushed to your phone, super handy for preparation.
Proactive warnings. Nice.
You get detailed dashboards showing exactly how much power you're using, what's plugged in, and it has an upgraded time of use mode.
Time of use. How does that help me?
Okay, this is really smart. If your utility company charges different rates at different times of day, cheaper overnight, more expensive during peak hours,
Right, like mine does.
the app lets you set the Delta 3 Plus to automatically charge itself using grid power only when rates are lowest. Then, during peak hours, you can tell it to power your devices from the battery instead of drawing expensive grid power.
So it saves money automatically.
Exactly. It optimizes your energy use and saves you money without you having to think about it. It's like a little smart energy manager.
That's clever. Now, another feature that jumped out was UPS protection. Why is that a big deal?
Ah, yes. This is crucial for certain uses. UPS means uninterruptible power supply. The Delta 3 Plus has an incredibly fast switchover time, just 10 milliseconds.
10 milliseconds. So what did that protect?
Think sensitive electronics, your desktop computer, maybe a NAS drive where you store important files, servers. If the power cuts out suddenly, even for a split second, these devices can lose data or even get damaged.
Right, the dreaded sudden shutdown.
Exactly. With that 10-meter switch, the Delta 3 Plus instantly takes over the power delivery. Your connected devices don't even notice the grid went down. No data loss, no interruptions. It's true, seamless backup.
That's a serious feature, especially for home offices or anyone with critical tech.
It really is. It's a layer of protection many basic power banks or even some generators just don't offer.
And durability. You mentioned LFP cycles earlier. How does the 3 Plus compare?
Even better, actually. It's rated for 4,000 cycles to 80% capacity.
4,000, wow.
Yeah, that's about 25% more than many industry standards, giving it potentially even longer lifespan. But there's more. The battery pack itself is IP65 rated.
IP65, what does that mean?
It means it offers really robust protection against the elements. It's dust-proof, and it can withstand splashes of water, even low-pressure jets. It's also oil-proof.
So, much tougher against real-world conditions.
Definitely. Think camping in the rain, dusty environments like you might find in parts of Bangladesh. That IP65 rating gives you extra confidence that it's built to handle varied conditions. Triple protection, as they call it.
Okay, so wrapping up the Delta 3 Plus, who's the ideal user here?
This one's great for campers, RV owners, people in smaller apartments maybe, definitely home office users who need that UPS protection, and anyone who really values that extreme fast charging, the portability, the smart features, and that extra durability from the IP65 rating.
Excellent breakdown. Okay, we've looked closely at both, the Delta 2 Max, the Delta 3 Plus. But let's zoom out a bit. Why choose either of these EcoFlow units compared to, all the other portable power stations out there? What makes the Delta series stand out from the crowd?
That's a great question because the market is getting crowded. But when you compare, several things consistently put EcoFlow ahead based on the specs and features we've discussed.
Okay, like what?
First, it's that superior battery life. We keep coming back to LFP, but it's huge. 3,000, 4,000 cycles. That's potentially 6 to 10 times longer than typical units using older batteries.
So much better long-term value.
Absolutely. You're buying something for a decade, potentially, not just a couple of years. Saves money in the long run. Second, unmatched charging speed. That extreme tech means you're ready to go way faster. So many competitors have really slow charging, which just isn't practical if power is intermittent or you need it back quickly.
Right. Waiting hours isn't ideal.
Not at all. Third, real-world power output. The high wattage combined with X-Boost means they can actually run the demanding appliances you need them to run, not just charge phones. Some cheaper units, they look good on paper, but struggle with real appliances.
So power you can actually use.
Exactly. Fourth, expandable capacity, especially on the Delta 2 Max. That flexibility to add batteries as your needs grow is a massive advantage you don't often find. It future-proofs your setup.
Good point.
Fifth, the smart features and overall reliability. Quiet operation, useful app controls, storm alerts, the TOU mode, the UPS function on the 3 Plus, the IP65 rating, it all adds up to a smarter, more convenient, and more dependable user experience.
It sounds like thoughtful engineering.
It does. And finally, comprehensive safety. LFP batteries are inherently safer, less prone to overheating issues, and EcoFlow builds in multiple protection systems. That gives you crucial peace of mind.
Okay, that paints a very clear picture of why they stand out. So let's bring it home for the listener. How should you decide? Some final guidance.
Right. It really boils down to your primary needs.
So choose the Delta 2 Max
If your main goal is robust, long-lasting home backup, if you need to run multiple high-power appliances, fridge, microwave, maybe even a well pump or AC unit, and if maximum capacity and expandability are more important than grabbing it and going.
the home power workhorse.
Exactly.
And opt for the Delta 3 Plus
If you value that super fast charging, if you need something more portable for camping, RVing, or moving around the house, if those advanced smart features like the UPS protection for your office tech or the IP65 durability are high on your list, and if its NUN24WH capacity is sufficient for your essential backup or adventure needs.
the Agile Smart Companion.
Precisely. Both are premium choices, just tailored for slightly different priorities.
Excellent. So there you had it. Investing in an EcoFlow Delta series power station, whether the Max or the Plus, it feels less like just buying a product and more like investing in, well, reliability, performance, peace of mind.
Definitely. It's about taking control back.
Yeah, saying goodbye to those power outage worries and just embracing smoother, uninterrupted living, knowing you're prepared.
Which it does raise an interesting final thought for you, the listener.
Oh, go on.
With that kind of reliable go-anywhere power, what surprising new thing could you actually do? What project could you finally start? What passion could you pursue? Or what emergency could you feel truly ready for, knowing power isn't going to be your limiting factor anymore? Think about the possibilities that freedom opens up, that confidence that comes with knowing you've got reliable power whenever, wherever you need it. What does that unlock for you?